this is why Ledger, I believe, was obsessed with nobility and birthright, and he was. He knew a lot about lineage. He was infatuated with it. As a matter of fact, he was obsessed. This is another reason why he was sacrificed. And Lawrence Olivier did visit Australia a few times. Lawrence Olivier played the original Heathcliff, as I just mentioned, in the 1939 movie Wuthering Heights. Isn't it interesting that the 1939 year, the year Wuthering Heights came out, was the beginning of World War II? Laurence Olivier also played Zeus, by the way. And the Olympics begin in just 19 days from today. The Olympics, of course, were originally created by Hercules, the son of Zeus, in honor of his father, who was the chief of the pantheon of Greek gods. I say to you now, you must, it is essential to be of royal blood to portray these personages in Hollywood movies. Hollywood does not play around. If you think someone who aspires to be an actor dashes off to Hollywood and just is discovered, becomes a star, you're very naive. That's not how it works at all. It's a closed, tight-knit, killer, secret society that runs Hollywood. Last year in 2007, Heath Ledger was one of 6 actors to portray different stages in the life of Bob Dylan in the movie I'm Not There, before Brad Pitt accepted the lead after Ledger reportedly withdrew from the project. And there's another name, Brad Pitt. Lineage? A descendant of William I of Scotland. And a descendant that he has in common with Barack Obama. But before Brad Pitt accepted the lead after Ledger withdrew from the project, I believe he was kicked out, in December of 2007, Ledger was to star opposite Sean Penn in a supporting role in a movie called The Tree of Life, directed by Terrence Malick. The Tree of Life, by the way, is a Kabbalistic symbol of great importance. And it is the Kabbalistic Jews who run Hollywood. And these Kabbalistic Jews are not Jews, but are of Cain's lineage, who worship Osiris of the Egyptian mystery religion. Heath Ledger then played what will be known now as his greatest role, the Joker in The Dark Knight, the Batman flick out this weekend, directed by Christopher Nolan, the sequel to the '05 film Batman Begins, which was released on the 18th of July. The Dark Knight was in production at the same time of Ledger's death. Nolan praised Ledger's performance as iconic. David Denby, in his review of the New Yorker, stated that Ledger, as the Joker, gave a sinister and frightening performance, which he says is the film's one element of success. In other words, all the movie has is Heath Andrew Ledger. When Michael Caine, one of the most acclaimed actors of all time, has a bit part. Denby concluded that Ledger is mesmerizing in every scene. I mean, all of the Illuminati-controlled media are overhyping this flick. And I'm sure all of the film critics have been told to rave about Heath Ledger's performance. After all, it's you, yes, you, who's been targeted to receive its message. What's the message of Batman, the Dark Knight? Well, that's obvious, isn't it? To show you the face of the devil. Spaceman, AM 640, Toronto Radio. Heath Ledger started another project, his 19th. Let me just pause for a moment on the number 19. If you've been listening to this show for a while, you will understand what the connotation of 19 is. Each number has a meaning. The meaning of 19 is magical. Because you see, every 19 years in our Gregorian calendar, the moon, yes, the moon, and its phases fall on exactly the same dates as 19 years before. So every 19 years, the moon's phases sync up exactly with the Gregorian calendar of 19 years before. So, for instance, if we had a full moon tonight on the 19th of July, in 19 years there would be another full moon on the 19th of July. The magic of 19, because you see, we have two spirits out there fighting for control of the world. It's the moon cult and the sun cult, and both are evil. And both have a lineage that they want to put into the leadership of the one world government to come. And the fight's on to see who that bloodline will belong to. Space, back with more in a moment on AM 640, Toronto Radio.
The opinions expressed on this show do not necessarily reflect those of AM 640. He goes deeper into today's headlines than anyone else dares to go. But you can take it. This is A View from Space with the Spaceman on AM 640.
So what are you proposing?
It's simple. Kill the Batman.
This is A View from Space on AM 640, Toronto Radio. I'm Space. You can email me at spaceman at 640toronto.com or space at 640toronto.com. I stated it earlier. I will state it again. I believe that Heath Andrew Ledger was seduced into the movie scene. Then I believe that he was pumped up, propped up, set up, and used as a sacrifice in order to stage the Antichrist, who is coming soon. It's imminent. I believe very soon we will be told that there will be alien contact made. Have you noticed the Discovery Channel all this week has nothing but UFOs on, stepped up heavy? I was talking about it before I took a vacation. And it's stepped up even more since I've been back. I'm talking tonight about Heath Andrew Ledger, his short acting career, and that he had to make a pact with the devil to get what he wanted out of Hollywood. And little did he know that they would call him in long before he ever thought they would. I believe the pact with the devil was made by himself and the Hollywood leaders because he wanted something desperately.